One tower, one megaphone, 100%, and nobody ran. Tariff again? Climbed up high on a golden stage with a paper sword and a headline rage. He pointed east across the sea, said, "Pay the price for taxing me." The blue star table sat stone cold still, coffee cups by the windowsill. A digital toll, a legal fight, another threat in the TV light. 15 was written in the deal, but now comes thunder made of steel. Make it 100, make it loud. The cameras turn, the boss looked proud, but down below the traders yawned. The panic train was already gone. The first time shook the whole machine. Now it feels like season 15. Raise the flag, ring the bell, sell the fear, sell it well. But the market lights don't shake tonight. They've seen this storm, they know this fight. He cried tariff again from the tower in the rain. He cried tariff again, but nobody ran from the flame. First time the world went pale, 10th time they checked their mail. He cried tariff again, and the street just said, again. On the Lego docks, the cargo waits, boxes stacked like little states. Ships roll in with silent cranes, while headlines scream in neon chains. The anchor smiles, the ticker spins. Biggest threat the world has seen. But in the back of the trading room, someone laughs and hits resume. A sheep with glasses checks the chart. A banker builds a plastic heart. One brick says panic, one says pause. One tiny judge reads tiny laws. The tower voice says, "This is war," then whispers, "Maybe not before the next meeting, the next delay, the next big speech on another day." And Europe says, "We heard the sound, but we are not falling down." You call it pressure, call it might, we call it noise in a legal fight. Spin the room, dim the lights, call it strength, call it rights. But power fades when the crowd can see the monster was a costume on repeat. He cried tariff again from the tower in the rain. He cried tariff again, but nobody ran from the flame. First time the world went pale, 10th time they checked their mail. He cried tariff again, and the street just said, again. Silence has a secret hand. Power loves a hidden plan. Say it loud, then move it slow. Make them guess what you don't show. Fear is cheap when used too much. Thunder dies without the touch. Every warning twice as tall cast a smaller shadow on the wall. The wolf was never at the gate. The crowd just learned to wait 100% in blazing red. But the fine print whispered instead, "Control is not the loudest cry. Control is who believes the lie. When every threat becomes a show, the front row starts to know." He cried tariff again from the tower in the rain. He cried tariff again, but nobody ran from the flames. Say it! Tariff again, louder! Tariff again, louder! Tariff again. First time the world went pale, they checked their mail. First time the sirens screamed, they watched the meme. He cried tariff again. The traders hit snooze again. He cried tariff again. The sheep just laughed in the pen. Tariff again, 100 on the screen. Tariff again, but nobody left the scene. The first time, the world trembled. The 10th time, the world turned on. Subtitles.